Hey, Maximizers! Welcome to my live. If this is your first time watching me, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name's Crystal, aka Krista Maximizer, and I am a content coach. And I help product based business owners create consistent content that converts into consistent sales. My twist out was looking so good. Okay, got a little wet. I had a little bit of rain today. But I overall love the definition. It just needs to be trained a little bit more. My hair just gets a little bit wild. But I help product-based business owners create consistent content that converts into consistent sales for them. I have been creating content on social media since 2018. Now, when I started off creating content, I started off as that couponing girl. I started off teaching women how to coupon, how to budget, how to meal plan, and how to strategically save money on the things they want, like, and need so they did not have to pay full price. When I started my YouTube channel, I had been couponing for 10 years and I was sick and tired of people asking me how to coupon. I was sick and tired of them not wanting to pay for my classes. So I said, you know what? I know YouTube pays people. So I'm just going to post on YouTube. Thank you so much for that gift, Shay. How are you doing tonight? Thank you so much for joining. I said, I'm going to post on YouTube. And hopefully, my goal is that within a year of me posting, I can make money from YouTube teaching people how to coupon. Well, that year was only 4 months. It took me 4 months to get monetized on YouTube, and I got my first YouTube check in January of 2019. That was when I actually started getting paid from my business. So from 2018 to 2020, I was the couponing girl. I only talked about couponing, budgeting, meal planning, strategic shopping. I had started a membership and I was teaching my clients how to save money. Well, in 2020, when the pandemic hit, my clients were like, hey, Crystal, teach us how to start YouTube channels. Teach us how to start side hustles. Teach us to do what you did because it's a pandemic and we don't know if we can sustain our 9 to 5s and we want to make more money, point blank, period. We want to make more money. And I was like, okay, I can teach you what I've done, right? So I accidentally became a business coach in 2020. It wasn't my goal. It wasn't my intention. It wasn't my focus. I was the couponing girl. Back then, I thought that I was going to be on the Mount Rushmore with like Tiffany Aliche, the budgetnista, with like Dave Ramsey, Susie Orman. Like I thought I was going to be known in those circles. Like that was my desire at the time, right? That's what I thought I was going to do long term. Like I'm the couponing girl. But I accidentally became a business coach. And for 3 years, so from 2020 to 2023, I did both. Forward facing on my channels, it was all about couponing. I was posting couponing videos every single week. My first year, I was posting videos 5 to 7 times a week. Years 2 and 3, I was doing like 3 to 5 videos per week. I was posting a lot of YouTube content. And I fell in love with business coaching. My business coach also in 2020 was like, hey, you've been my star student. I want you to come coach my people. And I'm like, you want me to business coach your people? Okay, I guess. And I became a business coach. In the beginning, I didn't know what I was doing. In the beginning, I was just telling people, this is what I did. You try this. That's literally all I was doing. I didn't feel confident as a business coach. I didn't feel like I had enough experience. I had only had my business for 2 years, right? And I had only been posting on social media for 2 years, but now I'm coaching other people. Funny enough, I absolutely fell in love with it. I loved helping women with their business. I loved helping women make money. Why? Because nothing bad happens when women make more money. Nothing. Only good things happen when women make more money. So in 2023, my life was low key falling apart. I was unhappy in my business, and I'm going to tell you why. I was unhappy in my relationship. So I broke off an engagement. My cat died. Kinsley went with her dad. And I was like a hot freaking mess in 2023. 2023 was by far one of my worst years since the pandemic. And the pandemic wasn't a terrible year, but 2023 almost took me out. And I had this unrest feeling in myself where I was like, I don't want to be the couponing girl anymore. I don't want to be known for couponing. I want to make a bigger impact in this world. I want to help women make more money. I want to help women see their potential. I want to help women make more. If you want to make more money, can you drop some money signs in the chat? For everyone that's watching, if you want to make more money in 2025, drop some money signs in the chat. If you are team, I'm going to make more money, I'm going to make a bigger impact, drop some money signs in the chat. Okay? I wanted to help women do more because nothing bad happens when women make more money. So in 2023, I said, I'm going to be a business coach. It took a lot of praying, a lot of journaling, a lot of struggling, but I was like, okay, I'm going to be a business coach. I'm doing so good, Shay. How are you? I'm doing amazing. I'm on day, it's Friday. I'm on day 9 of my 15K challenge. I'm on a mission to make 15K by June 15th. I'll tell you guys a little bit more about the 2 coaching offers that I have that can help you make more sales in your business and make more consistent content. But I'm on a mission right now to make 15K, and we only have $9,672 more dollars to go, and we still have like a week and a half. So the Lord is good, and we are going to exceed that goal. So I'm feeling really good. Thank you so much for asking. How are you doing today? And thank you so much for joining. I see some money signs on YouTube. I see some money signs on TikTok. Don't be shy. If you want to make more money, put some money signs in the chat. If you want to grow your business in 2025, put some money signs in the chat. There's plenty of time. Every day is a good day to make a change. And that's what I had to tell myself in 2023. I dealt with imposter syndrome. I dealt with, who do I think I am to switch from being the couponing girl to being a business coach? Like, do I have enough experience? Are people even going to take me serious? Do I think I can really do this? Can I really do this? Like, why do I think I should do this? Like, I struggled with all of it. And finally, I was like, you know what? I'm going to be a business coach. I am a business coach. I have been doing it for 3, almost 4 years at that point. I'm a business coach. I've helped women with their business. I had testimonials. I have success stories of women who I literally helped their businesses from scratch, and then women who I helped with their existing businesses. I had the proof. I just didn't believe in myself. But I said, you know what? I'm going to decide that I'm a business coach, and I'm going to take massive action towards me believing it. Okay? So in 2023, I'm a business coach. In 2024, I closed down all my couponing programs. But because I had ended my relationship, I was in a massive state of depression. The whole beginning of 2024 until September of 2024, your girl was in a not so good place. And I could not get the clarity that I needed in my business. And that was messing up everything because I was emotionally a mess. I was personally a mess. I was grieving the loss of the relationship that I thought I was going to have and letting all of that go. The business that I thought I was going to have, I don't know how this fell down. The business that I thought I was going to have, I no longer have because, like, I'm not that couponing girl anymore. Like, I'm a business coach now. I had to come up with new messaging and I had to come up with new programs, and I was dealing with a lot. But I wasn't signing a lot of clients. You want to know why? I wasn't clear on what type of business coach I was. I was an anything and everything for everybody business coach. And when you sell to everyone, you sell to no one. Hey, who's here? Takasha? Takasha, is that you? Thank you so much for joining on YouTube. When you sell to everyone, you sell to no one. So I wasn't signing clients because I wasn't clear. I did not know what my secret sauce was. I did not know what set me apart from everyone else. I was being an everything for everybody business coach, and it was not working. So I sat with myself, and I encourage you as a business owner to always do self-reflection. Okay. And the topic of this live tonight is these things that you can do to make your business easier. Right? So one thing that you can do to make your business easier is self-reflection. So I sat with myself and I said, okay, what have I done really well in my business? What is something that I've done really well? People always ask me about it. People always question me about it. People always want to know how I did it. Content. What is something that I've helped my clients with the most? What is something that my clients come to me for all the time? What is something that my clients constantly want feedback on? Content. I've posted over 2,000 YouTube videos on Beyonce's internet. I'm in a groove. Yeah. What do you need? Okay. 2,000 YouTube videos. Okay. I've gone live over 1,000 times. privately, publicly, I've gone live over 1,000 times since 2019. Not to mention all of the TikTok videos I have posted, Instagram videos I have done, Facebook videos I have done, private masterclasses, workshops, boot camps. I have done a shit ton of content. That content has made me over $400,000 organically. I've spent over $500 on ads on my YouTube videos. On my Instagram and Facebook videos. Never made me a return on my investment. But I've been able to make $400,000 in 6 years from my content. From my content organically. How did I make this money? I made over $35,000 from YouTube and counting directly from the platform. I've been able to make 4 and 5 figures. So I've made well over $75,000 just from brand deals. It might even be close to 100K. I need to go back and do the numbers, but I know it's well over $75,000 in brand deals. I have also made tens of thousands of dollars from affiliates. I made probably well over $25,000 from affiliate income. Any sort of referral bonuses I got, sign up bonuses, collaborations with affiliate deals. I've made a crap ton of money doing that. And I've made most of my money, more than half of my money has literally come from selling my coaching, selling my services. I don't sell courses. I don't sell ebooks. I sell one-on-one coaching. I sell group coaching, workshops, masterclasses, well over $200,000 selling my classes, selling my coaching, all from my content. Without my content, I would not have been able to make those sales. So I said, I'm a content coach. I've looked at my client testimonials. I've helped my 60-year-old mother get clients from Instagram. She didn't know much about Instagram. I taught her how to do Instagram. I taught her how to make reels. She was able to get clients. I help a client go from no money in 90 days to $1,000 in 30 days after working with me, all from creating some content, but most importantly, going live. I was like, I'm a content coach. And to bring it full circle, once I narrowed down that clarity, I signed multiple clients every single month. September 2024 through February 2025, I signed multiple clients every single month because I was clear. I knew my messaging. I knew my ideal client. I know who I was helping. I knew how I was helping them. And most importantly, I believed in my secret sauce. I believe that I can help you with your content because I'm a content machine. I believe that I can help you with your content because I've helped 25, 30 women with content in their business. I know that I can help you with your content. If you listen to me, you do the strategy, you do the work, you will get the results. But you got to do the work. I'm confident in that. So once I got my clarity, it became easier. Okay. So that is how I became Chris the Maximizer, the content coach. And now I want to talk to you about some things that you can do to make your business easier. Okay. Business is not easy. So before I get into, it's easier, business isn't easy. It's one of the hardest things I've done next to being someone's mother. And it ebbs and flows. There's really, really good days and good times. And then you're going to have a rough patch. Really, really good days and times. And then you're going to have a rough patch. That is the nature of business. But there are some things that you can do, the things that you can control that can allow your business to feel a little bit easier. So now I want to go into those tips. I think I have like 8 tips. So I want to know in the comments, where are you watching from? What city, what state, what country are you watching from? And tell us what your business is in the comments. What is your business? Who do you help? What do you sell? I want to hear from you. Don't be shy. I respond to every single comment. I like my lives to be engaging. I answer all of your questions. So this is your time to get free coaching, free game, free advice from me, someone who has been doing this for 7 years. Okay. I guess I've been coaching since 2019 is when I started coaching. So I've been coaching for 6 years. I've been creating content for 7 years. So tell me about you in the comments. Where are you watching from? What city, what state, what country are you watching from? And what's your business? What do you sell? Who do you help? Okay. I'm going to take a sip of my cran grape and we're going to dig into tips to make your business easier. I'm in the Central Florida area, the Orlando ish area. And I told you, I'm a content coach. That's my business. And I help product-based business owners create consistent content that converts into consistent sales. Okay. I help product-based business owners create consistent content that converts into consistent sales for their business. Okay. So let's talk about what you can do to make your business easier. Ashley is here. Hi, Ashley. You're from Baltimore. Oh, I'm from Baltimore. You said live music, entertainment, and vocal coaching. I offer live music for weddings, corporate events, and private parties. I'm a vocal coach and I also offer coaching and voice lessons. That's amazing, Ashley. I'm literally from Baltimore too. I wonder, like, do I know you in real life? I'm trying to look at your profile. You don't look like any of the Ashleys that I know, but thank you so much for being here. I'm literally from Baltimore. I went to Stevenson University for college. And I grew up in like Middle River, but I'm from, Baltimore County. So what they call me a county mountie, right? But I'm from Baltimore. Yeah, I am. I'll be up there in a few weeks. I got to come up there for work. So I'll be in Baltimore and in DC for work. But thank you so much for joining. If you're not already on my email list, please, I encourage you to get on my email list. When you join my email list, it's totally free. It gives you access to know when I go live. It also gives me access. It also gives you access for when I post a new YouTube video. I posted a video on Wednesday, and then I have a new YouTube video coming out on Saturday. So you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, and then also let you know about my newest coaching offers. So you can click the link in my bio and sign up, or you can go right to my website, KristaMaximizer.com, and click on join the email list. But thank you so much for joining the live. I appreciate you being here. I haven't had or worked with someone like in the entertainment industry when it comes to like music. I play clarinet. I haven't touched my clarinet in years, but elementary school, middle school, high school, and for 1 year in college, I played my clarinet. I did marching band. I did all the things. I'm a country girl, grew up in Rosedale. Oh, my family. Like when I was a little kid, I lived on Sharon Road. And then my aunt lived around Rosedale as well. She lived on Whitwood. So I was around there, and I guess I technically grew up there on weekends at my aunt's house. Went to Morgan for a lot of parties. So I definitely understand. But yes, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. So make sure you get on my email list, okay? So we're gonna talk about tips to make your business just a little bit easier. Things that you can control. Because one thing I want you to know in your business, there's a lot of things that you cannot control. All you can control is yourself and your reactions. You cannot control who buys from you. You cannot control who the algorithm shows your content to. You can't control generating leads in the sense of like who signs up to be a lead. You can't control who buys your products or your services. All you can control is how you show up. And I think that you can do these things. I know that you can do these things to make your business feel easier. But business is hard. If you're signing up because you think, oh, I'm just going to make some money online and make passive income, most of those passive income things are scams. And before passive income can truly be passive, you have to be active. You've got to create something. You've got to set up something, and you have to do marketing. You have to do marketing. There's really nothing that you can just set up and make money. Like even the people with like vending machines, yes, that's passive income, but you got to buy the vending machine. You got to find a pop-in location. You got to fill that bad boy up. You got to come and fix it if it breaks. So it's passive income, but it's still active work that you have to do. So I want you to know that no matter what business you have, it's going to be hard. There's parts of it that I don't like. There's parts of it that are hard. I literally cut out everything that's non-essential, that's hard, that I don't want to do. I don't do it. But there's still some things like you have to file taxes. You can't have a business without taxes. Tax season, tax stuff is hard. Keeping all your receipts and all that stuff, it's hard, but I have to do it, right? I have to do my taxes, okay? I have to register with the state of Florida every single year, and it costs money. It's not hard, but I don't want to do it. I don't want to give them money every single year and pay taxes, but I have to do it. But there are things that you can do in your business to make it feel easier to you. So let's dig in. My first tip for you, if you're like me and you are super creative, believe it or not, I'm ranting tonight. So if y'all have any questions, let me know. I'm feeling really good because of my challenge. I'm feeling really good because of life. I'm in this really abundant space. So I tend to tell a lot of stories when I teach because it helps you remember and it helps you get to know me and for you to decide, like, do I want to work with this lady or is she crazy? I'm definitely a little bit crazy, but it's a good crazy. Anywho, now I forget the story that I was going to tell y'all. So my first tip for you, I was going to say this. If you are creative like me, if you got a lot going on like me, if you are good at a lot of things like me, this tip is for you. For many years of my life, for most of my life, I didn't think that I was creative. Because when I thought of creativity, I thought of art. I thought of drawing. I thought of painting. That was creative to me. I didn't realize that my teaching style is creative. I didn't realize that creating anything makes you creative. So, the first tip for you to make your business easier or make a business easier, focus on one business at a time. I know that a lot of us have a lot of hustles. I literally have a full-time business and 2 side hustles. But my 2 side hustles, there's someone else's businesses that I work in. I don't have my business and then 2 other side hustles. I have my business and I have 2 side hustles that are somebody else's businesses and I'm just a worker. Okay. When I got fired, this is a part of my story that if you knew, you'll know. On my 1-year YouTube anniversary, August 19th, 2019, I got fired from my corporate 9-to-5 job. Best thing that ever could have happened to me in my life. Okay. I got fired. When I got fired, I made this massive plan of like, these are all the businesses. These are all the things that I'm going to do. Okay. I'm going to do Kristen Maximizer, which was couponing content. I'm going to sell a course. I'm going to make a membership. I'm going to keep recruiting nurses on the side. I'm going to become an online trader. And there was something else that I was going to do too. I signed up for Instacart in 2018 and I only did it a few times, but I was like, oh, I'm an Instacart too. Okay. I was trying to do 6 or 7 businesses, 6 or 7 things. Sometimes people hear you need 7 streams of income and they think they need 7 businesses. No, you need one business that has 7 streams. Focus on one business at a time. When I got fired and I was trying to do everything, I didn't end up doing anything well. It was a hot mess. I was barely making any money because I was juggling too much. There wasn't enough time in a day, even when I didn't have a 9-to-5, to do things for 6 or 7 businesses. So Instacart got dropped really quick. I stopped recruiting those nurses. I didn't have time to learn how to trade. I said, I need to focus on Kristen Maximizer. That's when I was psychotic and I was posting 5 to 7 long form YouTube videos a week. I was already doing that with my 9-to-5, but I took it into overdrive and I actually started going live more in 2019 when I got fired. So as a business owner, if you have a lot of hustles, that's fine. But I want you to know that if you're spreading yourself too thin, your business can't grow when you're only giving it 15% of your energy by choice. So when you have your 9-to-5 and you have your family, your business is already going to get a slice of it. But if you're slicing up your business slice 17 different ways, your business is never going to get the focus that it needs or desires. It takes time, it takes energy, and it takes focus. So if you feel unfocused and you have a bunch of businesses, you kind of need to pick one and focus on it. You can have a side hustle, but things that you are building from scratch, you really need to focus. I don't know, is that something on my screen? Uh-oh. I think it's something on my screen because I keep on trying to touch it and I think it's on my screen. But anywho, so focus on one business at a time. I had a client come to me and she wanted my help and she had 2 businesses. She sold tea and she was a doula. And I was like, they are vastly different. I said, so for our coaching purposes, I know you run both of these businesses, but for our coaching purposes, can we please focus on one? Because where you put your focus, that's what's going to grow. So if you don't put your focus into your business, it won't grow. So to make your life and your business easier, focus on one business at a time. Which brings me to my next point that some people don't like. Okay. My next point. Are you with me? Oh, my notes went away. Focus on one social media platform at a time. I know you're hearing all the big content creators, you're hearing all the gurus. Be on every platform, post everywhere, diversify. While that is true, I've been doing this for 7 years. And yes, I do post my videos on my big four. Okay. My big four, YouTube is my number one platform. Okay. That's my main platform. If all else fails, I'm only posting on YouTube. If I can't do nothing else, I'm posting on YouTube. Okay. My second platform, my secondary platform is TikTok. The Instagram and Facebook are to follow. Okay. When I started Krista Maximizer, those first 2 years, YouTube only. Did I have an Instagram and a Facebook business page? Yes. But I would post, this is how you coupon at Walgreens on my YouTube channel. Then I would go to Instagram and Facebook and I would say, I just posted a brand new video on my YouTube channel about how to coupon at Walgreens. Go watch it. And I would put the link on Facebook. I would put the thumbnail that I posted on YouTube on Instagram, and that was it. I did not wreck my brain trying to come up with content to post on Instagram. I didn't re-record any fresh videos for Instagram vertically or videos for Facebook. I did not do that. My main platform at the time was YouTube, which has always been my main platform. My secondary platforms were Instagram and Facebook. I did not post everywhere when I first started. I did not create content everywhere when I first started. I wasn't focused on building an audience everywhere when I first started. Until you're making $2,000 to $3,000 per month consistently, you need to focus on one platform. Even if you look at some of your big content creators that have turned business owners, they built on one platform for years. Then they diversified. Then they sold their product. They could do that because they built their audience in one place. Krista Maximizer was built on YouTube. My couponing YouTube channel. It has 43,000 subscribers right now, and I'm super proud. And I'm going to keep pushing that baby because we will get that $100,000 plaque that says Krista Maximizer. It may come in 6 or 7 years, but we going to get it because the channel is still growing. It may take me years, but I'm going to get that plaque. I'm going to get that plaque, baby. But you have to focus on one platform. So in 2020, I added in TikTok because TikTok was like, hey, here's some money. Will you post on TikTok? Hell yes, I'll post for money. Like right now, I'm in the Facebook breakthrough bonus because they're like, if you have 20K on another platform, apply for this bonus. You can make up to $5,000 posting consistently on Facebook. Do I ever post consistently on Facebook? Hell no. When they said I could make up to $5,000, am I posting consistently on Facebook? Hell yes, because I had the content to do that. Now, in my beginning stages, I probably would not have had the capacity to do that. So if you want to make your business easier, if you're starting to feel overwhelmed with your content, focus on one main platform to build your audience, to market your business. And you can have a secondary platform to repost and repurpose your content. But don't sit here and try to figure out, what am I posting on TikTok? What am I posting on Instagram? What am I posting on YouTube? What am I posting on Snapchat? What am I posting on LinkedIn? Oh my gosh, I need to do my threads. Am I posting on X? It's too much in the beginning. When you grow and your audience is solidified on one of your platforms, then you can absolutely diversify. But in the beginning, you can't be an octopus. You got to be monogamous to one platform, okay? Now, if you have content that you can just take and post on another platform, absolutely you can do that. For instance, if TikTok's your platform, you can literally take your TikTok and post it on Instagram and Facebook. Doesn't require any additional editing, doesn't require you to do anything extra besides copy and paste your caption, update some hashtags. That'll take you 30 seconds. But what I'm talking about is creatively creating fresh content, new content on multiple platforms. You don't have time for that. You are a business owner first and a content creator second. So it's your job to focus on sales. It's your job to focus on your clients, your customers, your product. You cannot spend all of your time trying to post everywhere. So that's tip number 2. Focus on one main social media platform to grow your audience, okay? The third thing that you can do to make your business easier is to set goals for yourself. You want to set income goals, you want to set up sales goals, and you want to set up personal goals for yourself as a business owner, milestones and things that you want to create. So I always say do an income goal, like how much money do you want to make? So if you want to do it for the year, break it down into quarters and break it down for the month. So if you want to make I'm going to use an easier number. If you want to make $12,000 in a year, that's $4,000 every 3 months. $12,000 a year is literally, that's 3,000 every 3 months. 3 quarters. 4 quarters, 3 months each. 3,000 every 3 months, 1,000 per month. So your income goal is $12,000 for the year, and your monthly goal is $1,000 per month. You should have goal sets. Set a goal for the year, break it down into the month. Does this make sense? Yes or no? Okay. Set goals for yourself. You need metrics. You need benchmarks. Even if you don't necessarily always exceed or meet your goals, at least you're like, okay, my goal is 1,000. In January, I only made 250. In February, I made 300. In March, I made 500. You are able to see your progress. And then your sales goal is, if your product is $50, you have to sell 20 in a month to hit 1,000. You need to sell 5 a week to hit 1,000. You damn near need to sell 1 a day to hit 1,000. Does this make sense? Yes or no? Tap the screen on TikTok if this makes sense. Tap the screen on Instagram if this makes sense. Yes in the comments on YouTube and Facebook if this makes sense. Okay? Hey, Pamela. Hey, Segan. Thank you so much for joining on YouTube and Facebook. I'm super excited to have y'all here. Okay? You have to set sales goals for yourself. You have to set income goals for yourself. You have to know what you're working towards. This is going to make your business easier. I have a big goal right now to make $15K in 15 days. Well, it's technically 18 days. Gave myself 18 days to make $15K. And I have 3 offers that I'm selling. If I sell 2 of my 9-month offers, I've made it. Okay? I got to sell a lot of my $350 offers to get me to 15K, but I'm doing it in collaboration. So I've got to move. My baby's got into a private school. I got to pay tuition. I cracked my laptop screen. I got a lot of expenses with moving. We got a lot of new stuff we have to buy. So my challenge for myself is to make 15K. We've already made $5,327.79. We only have $9,672.18 to go. But I know I really just need to sell 2 of my coaching offers at pay in full, and I've got my 9K. So if you want to work with me, make sure you're on my email list, number 1. And number 2, go ahead and book your sales call. Okay? There's bonuses right now, extra kickoff calls, extra Voxer access, and there's extended payment plans available. Okay? I'll tell y'all more about it later, but I set a goal for myself, and I made a master plan, as you can see on the board. Okay? How many spots I have of each that I can sell in order to reach my goal. So I have an income goal. And based on my income goal, I have a sales goal of how many services I need to sell in order to reach my goal. Okay? Got it? So set goals for yourself. My next tip for you is something that I learned from my business coach, and I didn't really do this before. Make business plans for yourself. Plan for your business for the year. And some people get freaked out like, I don't know what I'm going to be doing in a year, but you need to have a plan. I'm a planner to the core. Okay, I need to have a plan. Even if my plan doesn't go as scheduled, I know my goal is to make 15K by June 15th. So if that means, I need 15K in the month of June. So if that means it takes me a little after the 15th, I'm okay with that. If it means that I sell more of my smaller offers, I'm okay with that. If that means I make more affiliate income than selling my coaching offers, I'm okay with that. If that means I fill up more spots than I anticipated, I'm okay with that. I just know what my goal is. I know what my plan is. So plan for your business for the year. So you already planned your money goal. So now underneath of that, what's your content goal for the year? What's your growth goal for the year on social media? What's your lead goal for the year, right? What are these goals that you have for your business for the year? Then we break them down to the quarter. Then we break them down to the month. Then we break them down to the week. If you want to make $1,000 a month, a sale a day, that's $250 a week to get to your $1,000 per month. It's like $50 a day, $50 a day. One sale a day is going to get you to your goal. But My business coach taught me how to sales plan. So I have a sales plan for the year based on my yearly goal. And then you can say, ooh, that's a lot to sell. If I only sold 100 last year, trying to sell 5,000, that's too big of a jump. So I need to increase my prices and I need to lower my expectation of my goal. Is it possible to go from 100 sales to 5,000? Absolutely. Is it practical? Probably not. So maybe a good leap of a goal would be, okay, I sold 100 last year. I didn't know what I was doing. So this year, my goal is going to be 250. So that's me selling an extra 150 than I sold last year. I'm much better. I've had a year of practice. I know what to do. I know not to do. I know how to show up. I'm going to set that goal for myself. And then I'm going to put it out on my calendar. When am I launching? How long am I launching for? What do my marketing plans look like? So you want to overview your business plan. And then every quarter, you create a quarterly plan based on your yearly plan. And then you can have a weekly and a daily plan. That makes my business so easy because I don't have to worry about it. I know that I'm going to go live 16 times per month. I know that I'm going to post one long form video on YouTube per week. I know now that I'm doing day in the life content and I'm going to end up posting 4 day in the lives a week. I thought I was only going to do 3, but the way I'm going, it's going to be 4 a week. I know that for myself. So now as I'm planning my content, as I'm sitting down to work, I know exactly what I need to do to reach my goals. I know I only need to serve about 20 clients in a year and I can have basically a 6-figure year. 20 clients, 5 clients a quarter. That's it. That's all I need. Now, any of my smaller clients that come in, that's just extra. Okay. But you want to make business plans for the year. And one thing that I say all the time, because me and my sister are planners and we talk a lot. If you have a plan, you can pivot. If you don't have a plan, you're just out here jumping from the plane with no parachute and no idea how to put a parachute together. You're not even building the parachute on your way down. You don't even have enough materials to build the parachute. But at least if you know where you're starting and where you want to go and an idea of what you can do to get there, if you got to take a couple detours, that's okay. But you need the plan to know where you're going in the first place. You can't just start a business and, oh, let me see what happens. That's not the best way to go about things. Some people live their life like that. I cannot. Okay? I cannot. I have to know where I'm starting and where I'm going. I am not the person to go out just for a drive. I can't do aimless driving. Do we have a destination? Okay. So can we take the highway? We can take the main road or we can take the back road. There's 3 options to get to our destination. But I have an aunt and she loves to just go for a ride. She lives in Maryland. She's like, oh, me and your aunt, we were almost to Pennsylvania. We were just a riding. That would give me so much anxiety. And that's what it feels like when you have no plans in your business. And you're like, I'm going to just sell my chapstick and we're going to see what happens. I don't care if you set a goal of 15 sales. You need to set a goal so you can accomplish it, move it on, and keep it going. Okay? Make plans for your business. Okay? The next thing you can do to make your business easier is probably, a lot of these are my favorite things. But this is a game changer. And this is the core of what I teach my clients. Are you ready? If you want to make your business easier, you need to PBS your content. Crystal, what the hell are you talking about? You need to plan, batch, and schedule your content for the month. I teach my clients to plan their content for 30 days at a time. Now, I've talked to people who are like, I post when I'm inspired, or I make a post every day. I like to call BS if you are a business owner. Now, if you're just a yapping content creator, okay, you can do that. When you are a business owner, you need to be intentional because it is going to cost you not to be. Your goal is to sell a product or a service. You do not have time to be out here wishing and hoping and wishing on a prayer and thinking it's going to work out. No, okay? Plan, batch, and schedule your content. How many times a week are you posting? 3 times a week on Instagram. How many videos do you need for the month? 12. What are your video topics? What are your video outlines? Choose your topics, choose your talking points for the content. Then the batching stage, you're going to record all that content on 1, maybe 2 days. Record it all, put the clips together. The schedule part, you're going to edit your videos every week, edit 3 videos. Every week, schedule 3 videos. This is going to keep you consistent in the algorithm. This is going to keep you consistent even if something happens, if life happens. Your content's already recorded for the month. All you have to do is edit it. I am really bad with editing. I hate editing, so I avoid it and I procrastinate on it. This is something that I know I do. And I literally said to my sister today, I'm going to have to start editing 5 videos at a time because I've been editing like 1 or 2 a day and it's taking me out. I absolutely hate it. I'd rather sit and edit 5, schedule 5. Edit 5, schedule 5. So I got to get back into that cadence. But I'm here to tell you, if you plan, batch, and schedule your content, you'll never be sitting around trying to figure out what to post. I need something to post for today. Oh, I'm just not going to post today. And then it ends up not posting for the week, not posting for the month, not posting for the quarter. You end up with no sales and no new clients, no new customers. If you want to make your business easier, plan, batch, and schedule your content. If you need help with that, I have a 90-minute strategy session. In my 90-minute strategy session, I hope you plan out 30 days worth of content. You're going to leave with 30 days of your content, not your ideas, exactly what you're posting. 30 days of your content topics. And it's going to be, this is for July 1st. This is for July 3rd. This is for July 7th. You're going to leave with your talking points. This is for July 1st. This is for July 3rd. This is for July 7th. You're going to leave with your calls to action. On July 1st, I'm going to ask them to join my email list. On July 3rd, I'm going to ask them to follow me on Instagram. On July 7th, I'm going to ask them to comment their favorite heart, their favorite emoji. Does this make sense? Yes or no? Let me know in the comments if this makes sense. Okay. Hey, Tara, let me know if this makes sense. Okay. You're going to leave this 90-minute strategy session and you are just going to be able to go straight and record your content. And the strategy that we walk through, the process that we walk through, you can replicate that process every single month. So you always have 30 days worth of content. You get a replay of the session and you also get a Google Doc with all the details that we covered, because I'm going to take really good notes and I'm going to give you the Google Doc. You get a 90-minute session, and then as a bonus, you get 2 weeks of Voxer access, meaning for 2 weeks after your strategy session, you can text me and voice message me every day to get support, to answer your questions, to talk you along, to review your content that you posted. You get me for 2 weeks. You can get this 90-minute strategy session for $349, and payment plans are available, okay? I have 6 spots available that I'm looking to fill in the month of June, okay, to help me get to my 15K by June 15th goal. So if you want help with planning, batching, and scheduling your content, go ahead and book a content strategy session. It's a one-time session, no recurring coaching, super easy. You leave after that 90 minutes and you have what you need to record your content, okay? It's going to change your life when your content is planned and batched for the month. Life-changing, okay? In like 2 weeks, I'm going to record 2.5 months worth of content. I'm going to record my September videos, my August videos, my July videos, and I have 1 video to do for June. Okay. My next tip, my next thing that you can do to make your business easier. Focus on sharing how your product solves a problem. Focus on sharing your why. The why makes people buy. When you are talking about your product, you should be telling us why we need it, why it's helpful, why it's going to solve my problem, how it's going to give me more of what I want, why my life is going to be better on the other side, why this product is better than the other products that are on the market. You need to focus on your product as a solution to a problem. You should be telling us why ad nauseum every day. We should be hearing the why. Why did you start the business? What made you create this product? Why this product? Why not this? Why these ingredients? Why not those? You want to share all the whys and focus on your product as a solution to a problem. Why? People pay to solve their problems every single day. Every single day, people pay to solve their problems. And if your product is solving a problem, you want to make sure that your ideal clients are paying you for it. If your product isn't solving a problem, you're probably not making any sales. If you don't know what problem your product solves, you need to go back to the drawing board and figure it out. But focus on selling your product as a solution to a problem. Okay? We got 2 more to go. The next thing you can do to make your business easier is view your analytics. Where's my biz bestie? Because she's the analytics queen. View your analytics. Look at your social media analytics. How many views are you getting on a post? What's your engagement like? Who's viewing your posts? Are they sharing your posts? All the things. When do your videos perform better? Which of your videos are performing better? Look at your social media analytics. Look at your email analytics. If you have a website, look at your website analytics. You should be looking at all the freaking analytics. You should be looking at the analytics, analyzing them, and figuring out how you can be better for the next time. How you can improve upon that area of your business based on the analytics. Focusing on, if this piece of content performed really well, how can I double down? Oh, excuse me. I'm tired. How can I double down and create more content like that so that it can perform well too? Where's my audience coming from? All the things. The analytics on your platforms can tell you so much about your audience, about your content, and you want to use that to be able to make your plans for the future. So review all of your analytics, okay? Then my last tip for you to make your business easier, get help. And I don't mean buy a course or ebook. Get help from a person. Hire the coach. Get the mentor. Hire the team member that you desperately need. Take your booty butt to therapy if you are messed up. I don't want to say messed up, and I don't mean it in a negative way. If you are struggling in mental, in any way possible, if you're struggling with your confidence, if you're struggling with things that happen in your childhood, things that happen in your life, things you can't get past, go to therapy, okay? Whatever you need to grow as a person and as a business owner, go get that help from a person. We can only read so many books, watch so many videos, and dig into so many courses. Hire the coach, okay? If you need help with your content and your consistency, I'm your girl. Get on my email list and book a sales call. You can get on my email list at KristenMaximizer.com and book your free sales call, and we can chat to see if you need a 90-minute strategy session or you need my 9-month content consistency and cash coaching, okay? Simple. If I'm not the coach for you, go find the coach for you. If you need a mentor, reach out to someone who you admire, someone who is ambitious, someone who's in your industry adjacent, someone who you feel like can help you, who can mentor you. Reach out. If you know you've been needing to hire someone, look at your budget, create an application, hire that person to help you in your business. Stop drowning. I literally helped my client, maybe her busy season was in April. So I think she hired her VA in February. So maybe December, January, I helped her with her application. And then once she had all of her applicants, we sat on one of our coaching calls and we went through all the applications. I asked her questions. Do you need this? Have you thought about this? Have you done that? Even before she made her application, I gave her all the suggestions of like, include this, include that, put this, do that. So that way you can get a full picture from that person and they get a full picture of what the job is going to entail. Okay. And we walked it through and she hired her second VA and she's enjoying working with her. Get the help. Even if you get somebody to help you for 8 hours a week, 5 hours a week, that's 20 hours a month that you can focus on money-making tasks that are going to bring you more money into your business. There's certain tasks in your business that anyone can do. Okay? And there's certain tasks in your business that only you can do. Get the help. Please. Stop struggling. Stop trying to do it alone. You don't have to do it alone. Yes, you got to pay for the help. It's an investment in yourself. It's an investment in your business. It's an investment in your life. I've invested tens of thousands of dollars in coaching. Would I do it again? Absolutely. I wish I had more to invest in coaching because it's so helpful. It's so helpful when you have someone that you can talk to. Okay. I'm doing more therapy sessions this year. It's literally on my goals for the year. Go to more therapy sessions. Okay. I need it. Okay. And I'm not in like a falling apart place of my life, but I need it to keep my mental health in order, to keep my mental health in shape. So I don't go into the dark place again. Okay. So get the help that you need. So if you desire to work with me and get that help from me, please go to my website, KristenMaximizer.com, and get on my email list. And when you get on my email list, you'll get notified when I go live. You'll get notified when I have new coaching offers available. And you'll get notified when I post a new YouTube video. So those are my tips for helping you to make your business just a little bit easier. I would love to know what questions you all have. So please drop your questions in the comments. If you don't have any questions, can you let me know, was this helpful for you? Yes or no? If you don't have any questions, let me know if this was helpful for you. I'm literally crashing because I'm super tired. So I will be live again tomorrow. I'll be posting my day 9 and 10 update for the challenge tomorrow. Not doing that today because your girl's tired. I will do my challenge update tomorrow so you all can be up to date with where we are in the challenge. But we are under 10K, so I'm super excited. But yeah, does anybody have any questions before I go? I do want to thank you all so much for joining. I know you have a lot of options when it comes to watching people on social media, when it comes to consuming content, when it comes to joining lives. So I want you to know that I am very appreciative of you being here. I'm very appreciative of you guys being engaged, tapping the screen, dropping yes in the comments to let me know that you are with me. I really, really, really appreciate you all being here. Okay. So if there are any questions after I end the live, please feel free to shoot me an email or slide in my DMs at Kristen Maximizer. Oh, wait, I'm vlogging. Okay, Instagram, I'm going to end you now so I can vlog. I've been forgetting today to vlog. There's a couple times I was like, ooh, I should have recorded that, and I didn't. But we're ending my day doing my favorite thing, and most of my vlogs end with me going live. I do need to work on cleaning up the house, but I'm not doing that tonight because I'm tired. So I'm really going to have to carve in that time between tomorrow and Sunday to pack up because we got to pack because we're moving. And I think at this point, I didn't even update my countdown. I think I have less than 20 days to pack up the house and move. So if we count, today's a day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 in 2 days when I get back. So we're down to 20 days. 20 days left for me to pack up and move my house between now and July. So I'm saying bye to my vlog. Like literally, I only have 20 days left. And we have a lot of work to do. Thankfully, my sister's coming. So I have my sister for like 2 days to help me do it. But she's coming closer to like moving day. So we gotta speed up this process, Crystal. But I'm sure that I'll get it all done. But I want to thank you all again so much for watching. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.